Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. This morning I come into the fish room and I noticed that my male snow white bristlenose was fanning some eggs. With closer inspection I've noticed they're wrigglers, so today I'm going to show you what I now do with the wrigglers and how I've set up a flue valve breeding box to accommodate them. I hope you enjoy and I hope you get some useful tips from this video. So this is the tank where I keep my snow white bristlenoses. I've actually only got two, a male and a female, and they are still very young, so I'm not sure how many babies we are going to get. Also I've got all of my female bettas in this tank. It seems to do really well, and yeah, so as you can see here I have set up my large flue valve breeding box. I will link it in the description where you can buy these on Amazon. I think they're about £20. At the moment it's bare, but just a little tip, they come with a drain here, but I have found in the past that the babies can get through that, so I just use some filter floss just to stop the babies from getting out for the time being. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some wood in there. I've got some little bits of wood in here which are going to be absolutely perfect for that little tank, and yeah, so I'm just going to quickly grab them out. Make sure there's no snails on there. Not that it is really essential, but I don't want to be taking all the snail eggs out of this, to be quite honest with you. So we'll just pop that in there, and we'll also get this little bit here as well. Some snails there. Yep, no, we're all good. So just another bit. This is essential for them growing because they need the film off that for their metabolism and stuff. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flush the eggs out of here, the wrigglers. Let me just get a torch and see if we can see them on camera before I flush them out. You can kind of see them in there. So let's go ahead and flush these out. So I've turned the air off the flue valve breeding box. I am going to drain some of the water out as it can be a bit messy when you're doing this. So I'm just going to use a cave here that I've got. I will link these in the description as well. They're also on Amazon. They're actually plant feeders. So they're nice and cheap and they work for me. So I'm just going to take the water level down a little bit. Like so. I reckon that should be alright. I can always take a bit more out if it is a bit too much. And now I'm going to get the cave from the tank, which the male will just scarper in, I'm sure, and bring it up to the box. I'm going to put that water in there, flush them out, and hopefully there's one there. I'm just going to flush them out like this. Well, considering this is only a small breeding pair, there's a lot of fish in here, so that's really good news. Going to put this cage back in there, and I'm going to double check that I've got all of them. As you can see, there are loads of babies in there. Right, let's have a quick check in here, make sure I've got all of them out. It looks like I've got all of them. Perfect. So yeah, that's how I flush out the babies into the flue valve box. I'm now going to turn the box back on from my air pump, and I'll let that fill up. So now that the flue valve box is full, I'm going to add some Indian almond leaves just because it's good antibacteria. These are brilliant. I use them on all my breeding fish just because they help out and stuff. So what I'm going to do now is just let them be, wait for their the egg to disappear, and then we'll give them their first feed. So that will be in probably a week, around a week I'd say. So some of you will be wondering, why has he emptied the fry out into a breeding box and separated them? So I will quickly tell you that now. This is a new breeding pair of snow whites for me, and it isn't uncommon for them to kick the eggs or fry out of the cave, but unfortunately if they did that in here, these betters would eat them, and I like to keep a close eye on them, make sure they're all healthy. You know, I can spot if there's any problems, so that is the reason why I will empty the cave into the breeding box. I've done this before with lemons, I've done this before with super reds, and it has worked perfectly every time, so I'm not going to change it if it works. So this is my tip to you guys on what I think is the best way to breed Bristlenoses. So I'm going to quickly run over the flue valve breeding box with you guys. So the air comes down here from my air pump into a regulator valve, and it goes into the bottom of this tube here, and then it sends the air up, which drags the water up. So you've got constant flow of fresh water from the tank that they were spawned in, and it drains back into the tank. I think these boxes are absolutely fabulous, and I couldn't recommend them enough. I hope this has been good information for you guys, and you can produce some Bristlenoses yourself. I'll put a link in the description for the caves and the breeding boxes, and I'll keep you updated in the future. Please like, comment and subscribe, and yeah, catch you soon. Thank you very much.